I just wanted to do a quick video here explaining the importance of these dowel pins. So these are the transmission alignment dowels that go into the block right here, and they go in here on the transmission. And what they do is align the bell housing to the engine so that the torque converter is centered to the crankshaft. That's how this bell housing goes on there properly. The bolt holes do not line up the transmission to the engine. It's these dowels. So when you're installing a transmission, you have to make sure that both of the dowels are in here. Sometimes they'll stick into the old transmission and get pulled out when you remove it from the engine. So you'll see, one on one side and the other side they'll be missing, or both of them will be missing in this case. What can happen is vibration. You can crack the flex plate. It'll crack all the way around the crankshaft and break the flex plate. And you can also break the bell housing from the misalignment, the vibration, possibly cause some issues with the pump and the torque converter if it's pulled over to one side. Yeah, it's critical. It's also critical that the snub on the end of the torque converter fits inside the crankshaft, as is the case with the older turbo 350s, 700 R4s and stuff. When you're putting them onto an LS, you have to use the adapter that changes the size of this so that it fits up nice and snug. Yeah, alignment is critical. You should also check your torque converter, make sure that it's not being pushed back into the transmission. Yeah, you have to really pay attention when you do all this stuff. So what I like to do before I put these in is clean the hole up on both the engine and the transmission. I'll usually take a wire brush and go in and out of there. It makes it easier to get the dowels in, and it makes it a lot easier to get the transmission to slip on there. You should never pull a transmission onto an engine with the bolts. Like, you should be able to push it on there flat by hand. And if you can't, then something's wrong, and you want to make sure that everything's cleaned up and the dowel holes are cleaned out, because they'll get all kind of corrosion and stuff in there. I also like to clean up the flange face here. So this part of the block where the transmission sits on should be nice and clean. This one has paint and all kinds of gook and stuff all over it there, so I'll make sure that that's all clean. And you want to use the right length of bolts. You don't want to just go through your nut and bolt bin and find a random assortment of whatever. That's what I found on this car. Was there was a bunch of bolts that are just too short, and they were all kind of loose. So I'm going to fix that while I'm in here. And yeah, use my drill with the Scotch-Brite pad to clean everything up. And we should have a successful installation.